freezing cold weather again today. It's even colder than yesterday. Will this actually keep up? With that in mind, what did I read today? Sounds like there might be a potential, quote, World War III again, huh? In terms of, I guess, this attack. What happened here? This one says, Biden approved Yemen strikes after drone attack. US doesn't want war. Again, always worried about, I guess, the recreational drones, but it's always officials and stuff using it in these ways, huh? It says here the United States does not want war with Yemen, but will not hesitate to take further action. The White House said on Friday, adding President Joe Biden approved the U.S. strikes on Tuesday in response to a Houthi drone strike in the Red Sea, saying, "We're not interested in a war with Yemen. We're not interested in a conflict of any kind here," White House spokesperson John Kirby told reporters on Air Force One. Everything the president has been doing has been trying to prevent any escalation of conflict, including the strikes last night, he said. U.S. and British forces launched airstrikes across Yemen overnight in retaliation against the Iran-backed Houthi group for its attack on Red Sea shipping. Kirby said Biden approved the strikes after a Houthi attack on Tuesday. U.S. and British naval forces repelled that attack, shooting down drones and missiles fired by the Yemen-based Houthis towards the southern Red Sea. Biden was kept up to speed as that attack was unfolding. It took some time when he was briefed that it had been accurately and effectively defended. He called his national security team together this Tuesday afternoon, was presented with the response options and approved those options at that time. So that's kind of crazy, huh? And as a result, I guess in relation to this, look at the protests. Some people are saying they're gonna get revenge against places like the US and all that. Holy smokes. I don't know, that's not a good sign if that's anything to go by in terms of the crowd and all that. Are we gonna go into, quote, World War III? I mean, just yesterday, the UK said they're gonna start funding, for example, Ukraine billions of dollars to make military drones and all that. It seems like the time's coming, huh? What would you do during these times? Just live life, I guess, normal, or would you actually prepare for a potential war? Because a lot of places are, I guess, preparing and I suppose concerned with things like drones with weapons and so forth. Are people prepared for it? So it's kind of interesting reading this one, I guess, in sort of relations to that topic. This one says, no evidence Australia's warships have counter drone capacity. I guess with a comment of this person, Mr. McGarren said on whether Australia should have sent warships to the Red Sea to support the US. And he says, I don't know if we got the capability, in all honesty, and that says something about our naval capacities, because there's no evidence that any of our warships have a counter drone capacity. You cannot enter that theater of war unless you are able to repel drones and missiles. Mr. McGarren's comment come after Australia supported the US and the UK in strikes against Iran-backed Houthi rebels who have been disrupting a vital commercial waterway in the Red Sea. Again, drones are used more for military purposes and all that. And this sounded like an interesting follow-up story of that company that wanted to enable people to contact, for example, drone operators to fly drones to scout the neighborhood if they think there's something suspicious, but apparently there were pushbacks over this. This one says, drone firm changes course on St. Louis security plan. As I said here, city officials appeared to be caught off guard by SMS Novel's plan, first reported by Fox 2 last month. That led to a petition drive from Guadalupe Park residents, a cease and desist letter from the city, and legislation introduced Friday morning at the St. Louis Board of Aldermen, which the bill's sponsor. So what does this entail? It says Alderwoman Alicia Saunier says would place community-based safety regulations and restrictions on the operation of drones that would not preempt federal or state aviation laws. On Thursday, SMS Novel CEO Joe Johnson said in a letter to the city's Board of Public Service that the company's commitment to safety and compliance with the federal regulations remains unwavering. We are open to constructive dialogue and collaboration to find a solution that upholds the law and allows for the lawful continuation of our security drone operations within St. Louis airspace, while urging the city to consider the legal implications. So it's kind of fascinating, where it almost sounds like it's one of those cases where if you don't like something per se, you can make more regulations and stuff to kind of control it, which makes you think, is it ultimately about safety or, for example, control and finding ways to make profit out of it, I guess you can say. But either way, it's kind of fascinating in that sense. Alright, see you guys later.